we are going to discuss MLA basic document format and learn how to set up our essays in Microsoft Word. So first of all, we want to make sure that our margins are 1 inch on the top, the bottom, and both sides. So we can go to the Layout tab in Microsoft Word, find Margins, and check that the margins are set to 1 inch on the top, bottom, left, and right. If it was not set this way when you opened it, you would go to Custom Margins and you can set them at 1 inch here and save OK. We want to go back to the Home tab and we're going to check that our text is set to Times New Roman at 12-point font. So here you can choose the type of font that we want to use. We're already Times New Roman and we want to make sure that we are 12-point. And we are. So next we will go ahead and insert our header, which is going to include your name, your professor's name, the class, and the date. Next, we would move on to the title. So we would just hit enter. We're already set at double space. Our title should be centered. And we would want to use correct title capitalization so that the first letter of each word is capitalized, with the exception of prepositions and less important words. Next, we are going to go ahead and I'll scroll down. We're going to add the running header with page numbers. So this is your last name, and the page number should appear on every page. So we would insert on our document a header, and we can scroll down until we see a header that's on the right, and then you can click right next to the number and type your last name and space. So we want to make sure that we insert the number first and then type the last name, because if we do the opposite of that, it would delete the page number. So the font is not the right color or size, so we can go back to the Home tab, select Times New Roman, 12-point font, and let's just go ahead and make it black like the rest of the text. And then to get out of our header, we can just double click outside of it, and we can see everything is in the appropriate place. Actually, that needs to be backspaced. So we have 1 inch, 1 inch. The header is within a 1/2 inch of the page, and it's grayed out so you can see that it's going to stay up in the header when we move on to the next page. Finally, we're going to indent our text. So after the title, everything's set at double space, we would hit enter. Everything's going to be left justified, but we want to indent our paragraphs 5 spaces, or we can tab, and then we would start typing what your essay says. And just to give you a visual, so it was set at single spaced. We do need to make sure that our text is double spaced so we can highlight the text. Come up to our paragraph settings, select double. We want to make sure that this spacing before and after is set to 0. We can click OK to save our changes, and everything is set up so that when we go to the next paragraph, we will indent and we can continue to type. And just so you can see, when we get to page 2 of our document here, it automatically updates the page number and everything is in order. So every document should look just like this with your own text. So thank you for your time.